something, and it gives you like, you were slouched, 60% of the time and you're upright 40, just for example. So,
oh, nice.
How it's helped me is like, one thing is it's shown me where I feel comfort versus where I am comfortable to sit up and where I'm just comfortable to sit up. Justice for Josiah! And then it also has this, so like, for example, if I'm at my office, and I'm sitting down, I'm way more comfortable slouching, and I'm way more prone to. But if I'm like walking around the house, I'm more likely to have better posture. So now it's like I know where all my weak spots are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you can actually see like where to improve on. Yeah,
it's like if you just start counting calories or something like that. You actually are seeing what are you eating, how is this affecting you. So for me, like even
the posture.
It's like the calorie of postures.
Yeah.
Just having any data, you know what I mean, is good.
That you can track. Yeah.
Because before it was like the only data I would get would be like a photo. You know what I mean? Every now and then I'd just be like, oh man, I was slouched the fuck over.
Yeah.
So for that, it's been really nice.
That's really good. So let's go back to like the physical product itself. So how is like the just from start to finish, like you receiving it in the mail to the unboxing to the build quality to the durability and like longevity of the product? Like where do you see that product throughout its whole like life?
Yeah. I think it's a beautiful build. Like I think it's a very well designed product. Like it just feels sleek, it feels like it's an Apple product pretty much. If I were to drop it out of a window, it'd probably bounce 2 times and be okay. In terms of like 10 years, that's kind of something I was thinking about is does it actually need to last, 10, 20 years? Like if I still need this thing in 10 years, I think it fails.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that is going to last like a super, super long time. And plus, it's like, it's connected to like your phone. Who knows if it's even going to still be relevant by then. Or and stuff like that. So it seems like a very moment now type of solution. But I think like when I'm done with it, I'm going to give it to someone else. And I think it'll probably be able to last, 3 to 5 people.
Yeah.
But one thing about the product, one thing I'd just like to mention is it uses adhesives. So like to stick it on your back. And I personally don't like them very much.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. It just, it uses like, it doesn't have like a fully sustainable design. Like it uses like a chunk of plastic and adhesive, like sometimes, it lasts, maybe 5 goes. Sometimes it might last 10 goes. I've had one that only lasted 1 or 2.
Was it like when you were super sweaty or something?
Were you calling me out, bro?
No, I sweat a lot.
It does also depend on what type of skin you have. Like if you have very dry skin, it lasts longer. And me, like I have very voluptuous skin, like I always got my moisturizer on.
That
so
cocoa butter?
It wasn't made for people. It wasn't made for people like me.
Interesting. Well, it seems like it does have a pretty good life. If this is going to last you, let's say 2 to 3 years, and then you give it to another person, another 2 to 3 years. So it could last like 10, 12 years, depending on the how people treat it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope so. It feels like a good product.
That's good.
Oh. There's a tree limb in the bike lane.
A what?
As a fellow
tree
biker,
limb?
Yeah, as a fellow biker, man, we gotta move those. Sorry, my friend.
Tree.
Yeah.
Interesting. Dude, I remember when I was driving back from what is it, that mixer that I went to?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I had to drive home at like 3 or 4 a.m.
Oh,
It was
God.
so scary, dude. Oh, this is kind of off topic, but when I was driving back, it was like pitch black. Had like the high beams on. And then there was just like a huge like log on the road. And I was like, oh shoot, there's a log on the road. And I wasn't really paying attention, so I ran over the log. And I was like super sketched out. I was like, dude, did my tires just pop? Because it was like a huge little bump. And then I was like, okay, no, tires didn't pop. I'm still good. And then I think like 30 minutes later, there was just like a huge like dead deer in the middle of the road. I'm like,
oh my God.
Like just like 200, 300 pounds, just like dead. I was like, what? This thing is so like sketchy. Like I almost hit that.
Oh my God.
And then this is when the California like Chico fires were still going, or it just started like that weekend. So everything was just super smoky and super red when the sun was rising. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then yeah, no, super sketchy. And then I went to a gas station, and then I think I was still like 30 minutes away or an hour away. And I had work that morning too. So I literally made it like 5 minutes before work. And I was so tired. I drank like so much coffee. I don't even drink coffee. And I was like, geez, this is hard. But yeah, you have to be very cautious on the road because you don't want to spike over any like limbs or glass, and you'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere, you know?
Or deer.
Yeah, you don't want to hit that.
So I just started the upright go. I put it on my back and it's tracking right now.
Oh, really? Is your posture good? Is it buzzing?
It's I don't know like how to sit up straight on a bike. Yeah,
you're always angled a little bit forward.
I feel somewhat ridiculous, like I'm Mary Poppins or something.
Mm-hmm. Just perfect posture.
Just perfect posture on the bike.
Yeah, let's jump into the last question, actually. Who do you think this product is for and why?
So I feel like it's for people who, it's not like you're kind of casual about like, oh, like it'd be cool to have better posture. But it's like, you've been struggling with this for a long time. You've tried a lot of different things. And you're like ready to finally make the change.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's kind of a weird thing. Like you kind of feel odd about using it. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like, if I was like using it, I wouldn't tell people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a discreet thing almost.
Yeah, I mean, it goes behind your clothes, so.
Yeah, like no one would know you're using it, and so it's like, it's still, I think, at like an early adopter phase in some levels, because it's not like a mainstream thing to use.
Definitely.
So, under that respect, I think this is for, you know, people who really want to make the change and are willing to commit to it. And, you know, probably with an open mind. So, you know, for me, I was like, I think I'm definitely the target market. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
20, you know, maybe 20s, 30s, working in an office, want to improve your posture, you know, improve your confidence, just have better back health. But, you know, I'd also recommend it to anyone in my family that had bad posture. You know, I think it's for and can benefit a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's like a rise in just bad posture because we're sitting in front of like computer monitors. We're on our cell phones, watching TV. We have a lot of screen time as the technology gets cheaper. So we're not really accounting like our our like spine health or just posture overall, you know. It's like more TV.
And when you're on, like, one time I was on my laptop and just said, okay, I'm going to maintain this posture I have right now and just stand up. And I was literally standing up like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know, and like my hands were just
Wow.
like, you know, it's like, we'll maintain that for an hour without realizing it, and it has such an impact on your body.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah, so this is, I think, a very important product.
Yeah, hopefully the testing from Colombia gives it a go, you know. I think it could definitely help some people.
Yeah. Dude, I just got back to my house. I am soaked and cold, but my posture is fantastic.
Is it the upright go okay? Is it water?
I thought I like dropped it like half a mile back.
Oh wow.
But it's here, baby. It's here to stay.
That's good. So let's talk about the good and the areas to improve for the company. What do you think Upright Go does, or Upright Technologies does well?
Simple user experience.
Like their product, simple user experience.
Yeah, I think it's clear, and they provide, you know, the tool. Like they make it a simple enough way to do it. So I think that, you know, anyone can really figure out how to use their product without too much stress. That they do very well.
Okay. And one area to improve on for the product?
So one would be sustainability for the adhesive.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there has to be a better way to do it. You know, like because also like they will ship them to you, which is good for a business model, I guess. Like it's $6 to get more in the mail.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, no, there has to be a better way to do that. But also I think something to improve would be having more, better ways to track and have a little bit more freedom in terms of tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe I don't want the electric shock therapy, or you know what I mean. Like I think there's options and potential to make it more customizable because it's a very simple thing. It's kind of a blanket solution. So I would like to see a little bit more customization available.
Huh. That makes sense though, because it only does like two things. It's like a unitasker for the most part.
Yeah. So, but I think they're definitely on the right. You know, they're doing it how I think anyone should. But you know, when the product grows and when they have a bigger product offering, I think it'll be very customized to each individual and their needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but overall, amazing product. I enjoy it a lot.
And let's see, the sustainability part of it. I mean, you talked about the little adhesives and how they can improve on that. So,
yeah, e-waste, you know, too. But
yeah, e-waste too.
That's hard to get past. I wonder if they could, you know, make them out of sustainable materials, perhaps. You know.
Yeah, or they could potentially have like a buyback program. It's like, oh, we got the Upright Go version 2. If you want to send that back, your first one, rather than just throwing it away. And
that would be good. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to give this to someone, because if you use this and you're done and it just sits in your closet, it has no purpose. So some sort of buyback program. Well, I'm getting buzzed right now. Stop. Yeah, a ton of potential.
Okay, yeah. I think that's all we have for the podcast. Do you have any last thoughts? Any shout outs? You have as long as you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
My shout outs are to the people who slouch. My shout outs to you all, because I know the pain and the struggle. I think that, you know, just